Have you ever wondered why some winners eventually lose? Take Motorola, for example. Motorola once ruled the mobile phone world. They created the first handheld cell phone. They gave us the iconic Razr flip phone. But today, Motorola is a shadow of its former self. What happened?
You're out.
And what can we learn from their rise and fall? Their rise started in 1983 when Motorola launched the world's first commercial cell phone. It wasn't just a phone. It was a dream. A dream that whispered possibilities into the ear of an on-the-go world. With every call, it broke the barriers of distance and time. This audacious move changed the world forever. Lesson 1. Pioneers who dare to create something new can change the world. As decades rolled by, Motorola didn't just make phones. They made icons. By the late 90s and early 2000s, Motorola owned nearly 50% of the global cell phone market. Their phones symbolized style, innovation, and most importantly, connection. They gave voice to millions, allowing them to carry a piece of technology that not only made life easier, also reflected their personal flair. Lesson 2. Success comes from boldness, vision, and delivering what people didn't even know they wanted. But then came a dangerous mistake: complacency. While the world saw the dawn of smartphones, Motorola seemed stuck in the past. They failed to recognize the shift in the market, the craving for more advanced devices. Lesson 3. Never get too comfortable at the top, because the world is always changing. As Apple unveiled its first iPhone in 2007, the mobile industry was shaken. Suddenly, everyone was talking about touchscreens, app stores, and internet access on the go. But Motorola, for a while, stuck to their old ways. They didn't see the writing on the wall, or perhaps they chose not to. Lesson 4. Adapt fast or be left behind. Yesterday's success can't win tomorrow's battles. Instead of embracing the shift, Motorola continued to pump out feature phones while the world was ready to pounce on smartphones. They missed the wave that was supposed to carry them to even greater heights. The irony was that Motorola had all the ingredients for success: a strong brand, a loyal customer base, and a legacy of innovation. But they failed to use these ingredients at the right time. Lesson 5. Arrogance kills progress. They thought their brand alone was enough, but innovation beats arrogance. Loyalty doesn't last forever. It's the value you provide that keeps customers coming back. By 2008, Motorola's market share dropped below 5%. In 2011, Google bought Motorola Mobility for $12.5 billion, hoping to use Motorola's strength in Android to bolster its own mobile ambitions. But even Google couldn't save Motorola from its own missteps. In 2014, Motorola was sold to Lenovo, and thus ended the era of one of America's most iconic tech brands. Lesson 6. The price of ignoring innovation is irrelevance. Sometimes, no matter how big you are, if you fail to evolve, you become history. The story of Motorola is a cautionary tale, a reminder that even giants can fall. It's a story of how comfort and arrogance can lead to stagnation, how failure to adapt can lead to irrelevance. But it's also a story of resilience, of how even in decline there is an opportunity to reinvent oneself. So what does Motorola teach us? To stay humble, keep learning, embrace change, and never let comfort kill your vision. Success isn't about one victory. It's about constant reinvention. Don't just take my word for it. Let me show you. Once upon a time in a bustling city, there lived a young woman named Maya. She was known for her exquisite taste and always had the latest gadget or fashion accessory. One day, she decided to start her own business selling the trendiest products. Her shop became a hub for those who wanted to stay ahead of the curve. A few years passed, and Maya's business was booming. She was on top of the world, or so she thought. Then a new store opened across the street. It was owned by Zara, a newcomer with fresh ideas and trendy finds. At first, Zara's store didn't seem like much of a threat. Maya, after all, was the queen of trends. But slowly, very slowly, things began to change. Customers started trickling into Zara's store. Maya couldn't understand it. Her products were better, more established, more fashionable, or so she believed. One day, Maya decided to visit Zara's store herself. As she stepped inside, she realized what had drawn the customers in. The store was filled with items she had never seen before. Unique, quirky, and oh, so charming. It was clear to Maya that she had become complacent. She had allowed her once successful business to stagnate, while Zara had embraced change and offered something new and exciting. Determined to regain her title as the trend-setting queen, Maya took action. She visited trade shows, scoured online marketplaces, and even traveled to different countries in search of unique items. It was hard work, but the results were worth it. Her store was transformed. Once again, customers flocked to Maya's store, eager to discover the latest trends. This time, though, things were different. Maya was more selective, more adventurous, and more open to change. She had learned a valuable lesson from Zara. Just because you're at the top doesn't mean you should rest. You must evolve, adapt, and constantly seek new challenges to stay successful. And that's the story, friends. A story of change, of evolution, and most importantly, of resilience. Life is like the gadget market. It's always changing. If you don't adapt, you might just become yesterday's news. Think about it. Your skills, your knowledge, your comfort zone, it's all part of your journey. But just like Motorola, you can't live in the past. You have to evolve. The world is full of Zaris, and it's up to you to stay relevant, to keep innovating. Now, I'll leave you with this. Don't be afraid to change. Change is not the enemy. It's the spice of life. It's where growth happens. So embrace change, keep reinventing yourself, and never, ever settle for second best. That's all for today, friends. If this story inspired you, hit the like button, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you for watching. Until next time.